Namaste, brothers and sisters, and welcome to Namaste Today and the Zodiac Weather. My name is Christopher Witecki. I'm the Sensei to Sirius Joy, and so grateful that you've tuned into my little weekend show. This is the weekends show for September 20th and September 21st. And today, action and manifestation will rule the day. Really, the whole week, and they go one into the other. Action is an important part of making reality happen, and we have come to the end of our reality transit, which is the sun in Virgo. So it is time to make our move. And you may have made a move or not, but it is at this point that you want to kind of get your energy out there and into the forces of the collective. Now, everyone's going to feel that way. It's going to be an aggressive Saturday and Saturday night, and then it's going to be a calm Sunday. And this is the action, then manifestation steps, or the final steps of the sun in Virgo. So we're finally completing this. And it's been a very detailed, kind of tough sun in Virgo. I have to say, the universe did not let us get by with one detail with the sun in Virgo. And everything had to be attended to, and everything was put into our attention. So now it is time to make your move. And in your horoscope that I do in the Zodiac Weather, I'll be telling you the places to make your move. But before we make our move, let's first tame our brain, shall we, with the phrase of the day. When it feels right and makes sense, I'm ready to strike. When it feels right and it makes sense, I am ready to strike. Now, I say strike because I think this will be an electrical move as far as jumping one up an extra seat on the bus, or getting in line just before it closes, or, you know, it's going to be electrical. It's going to be something that happens instantaneous. And how do you know when the moment is right? When it feels right and makes sense both. That's when you know the moment is right to strike, to make your move, to go for what your heart desires. We'll talk about that, but tame your brain with this. When it feels right and makes sense, I am ready to strike. Now, the weekend steps are Sirius step 27 on Saturday, 28 on Sunday. The way they add up is we're looking for a joy quest of 9. So to complete our joy quest on Saturday, we must take action, our feelings and senses coming together. And then on Sunday, our feelings and decisions where loving and trusting will manifest. So Sunday truly is a day of resting, relaxing, and manifesting. Now, the moon is in powerful Leo. We'll talk about this in Planet Suit, but this Leo is making everyone very subjective. It's all me, me, me. And that's what step 1 is about, is I love. I love myself. So today, you ought to be feeling your love for yourself. And if you're not feeling your love for yourself and you're upset, that's probably your inner child. Your love for yourself, it's upset. So pay close attention to what your heart is telling you. Tonight's sky will be dynamic changes. People will take action and put things into motion. I believe it'll happen more in the evening than it is in the daytime of Saturday by the energetics. People tend to wait till the last minute or until it feels right to jump. But we're all jumping some sort of way in our hearts. And so there is dynamic, electric kind of skies in the evening. Now, looking at the chakras that are affected, I'm going to build the step 27 day from the ground up. Our emotions, I feel. Third chakra, lit up like a Christmas tree right now. It is during the entire final 10 days of a transit. So we are taking our feelings and we are adding our senses to that. So we're adding what our antenna tells us, our sensibility. So we take our feelings and we add our senses, and when the two light up together, we take action, which means root chakra, which means yes, you ask him or her out. It means yes, you go for it. When it feels right and it makes sense. All right, so you'll literally feel these two. It is a powerful day of 11 in purple, yellow and purple, so to speak, that will lead to some sort of girl, bow, chicka, bow, wow, most likely. And people have been held up. Mars is in Sag, more on that in a little bit. So let's look at the planet soup up there in the sky. What is God cooking up for us? Well, over the weekend, the sun is step 27 Saturday, step 28 on Sunday. So this is the completion of the sun in Virgo. The sun is working in a karmic chord, I like to call it, in step 9. That's a karmic chord. Venus is at step 18, which is a joy quest of 9. The sun's at 27, which is a joy quest of 9. These are the patterns that I've been noticing for years, folks. That means it's time to take action. And with Venus on the lower end of the Venus spectrum, you're actually going to collect and receive now. Normally when the sun is light casting, we don't get paid right away. But Venus is the delivery boy or girl. And so you will get a step 9, chapter 1, chapter 2, step 9 delivery of a chapter 3 mastery request. So we are on a high end going, we want this, and the universe is going, okay, I got this so far. So expect that. It's going to be interesting. I'm myself curious. Now, the moon, like I said, is in Leo, which means extremely personal. Everyone's emotions are extremely personal, and don't take things personally. In fact, if things personally don't work out with you and someone, move on. All right, law of attractions is through the heart, but don't sit there and be upset that you haven't attracted what you want. That's when you want to take action, especially this weekend, and move on. Now, this is the dynamic that's going on really beneath the scenes, and I'm going to talk about in the Sensei Sunrise. It is that we are actually facing fears of the future as we attempt to leap. It's really a double leap today, a double leap over the weekend. It's mostly a leap in spirit consciousness, so it's about how you are to inside you. And when it comes to what you deserve, that's what we expanded on the last 24 hours. The moon crossed over Jupiter in Leo, and so hopefully you've started to think differently about what your heart deserves. Hopefully you're upping the ante and not settling for where you have been. Now, if you have jumped over that Jupiter and you've decided, okay, I'm going to go for more, the next obstacle is Black Lilith here at step 22. Black Lilith is the shadow of a past life pain that comes and haunts us in the present. So there are times when we've been hurt. We've all had our hearts broken. Black Lilith is in Leo. So Black Lilith is resonating to everyone on the planet. Everyone's had their heart broken in a past life. And so, of course, our concern is breaking it again. So we'll be talking about where to leap and how the sun in Virgo is in some ways helping you to leap in the zodiac weather. Then I want to talk about Mars. Mars is now at step 4. That means we have some loose cannons on the scene, particularly the Sagittarians and the Geminis. They will be the most of the loose cannons. But step 4 does mean there are some big breakdowns happening from masculine testosterone aggression. And the biggest thing is in personal beliefs. So be careful. Our beliefs are a little bit liquid with the Mars and Sag. What does that mean? Like, well, I believed I'd wait till marriage. Bom, bom, right? Also, Neptune, and I have to say Chiron. Really retrograde working for us to forgive and forget for reals. Like, it is time to really say it's okay for what has been in the past. It is okay. It is okay. You have to be in the it's okay self-compassionate mode in order to be free to change your life. You cannot hold on to anything at all. So the best way to do that is say it's okay. Make that your mantra in your head. It is okay where we are. It is okay. Stay in that it's okay phase in order to move forward. Now this guy, step 23, Mercury, this is one of the reasons why I'm saying liquidate your mind with it's okay. Because step 23 is we're going to go to some place our mind has not gone before. And that is kind of a mind-blowing experience, right? So expect your mind to be blown in the next 48 hours somehow, maybe on your life alone. And incidentally, Mercury will retrograde on October 5th. So we're going to be in the clouds as of then. This brings us now to our Sensei Sunrise, which is more of a storm front, as you can tell. I have the lightning going on because I think it's a lightning in a bottle right now energy, and you definitely want to say yes to that lightning and say yes this time compared to the last times. The Sirius steps are step 27 and step 28. So basically we are in touch with our feelings, we're in touch with our intuition, and when the two add up, we act. That is the Joy Quest of 9. So on Saturday, the Joy Quest is 9. You're going to want to act, and you're going to want to put into action something. And we'll talk about that. Sunday, just to be clear, you are not to act. You are to feel and stick with your decisions. That's what 28 is. And then you love and trust. That adds up to a 10, that's going to work out. So step 28 is a rest note when it comes to action. It happens after we take action. And that is what you do. You do not react right away to some sort of situation. So let's talk about today's ponder, which is, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Let me summarize. Jupiter is in Leo. It is time for us to go for our hearts. And in most cases, we don't do it when the time comes. Now, you may be waiting for some sort of sign. You may be waiting for the universe to tell you it's time. You may be waiting for him to tell you if he wants to get married. But you know what? What are you waiting for? Most of the time we are waiting because we are afraid, and we are looking for some sort of sign outside ourselves that the time is right. That is not the way it works in my experience of how to manifest serious joy. If you want serious joy in your life, then you need to act when it feels right and when you sense that it's right. Now, the sensing that it's right is that there's no warning signs, right? Sensing that it's right doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have railroad track, alarms come off and show you. Sensing what it's right is a quiet knowing, and it's certainly not a not knowing. But ask yourself today what you can do to take action in your life. What are you waiting for? If you have small hanging fruit that you can pick, you ought to. I find that a lot of times we don't have the big questions answered because we haven't taken the small steps. But this day, because it's step 27, is spiritual. It's got the 7 in it. So that's the interaction with Creator and God, and that is really the window to launching your reality, is by listening to your intuition today and putting some sort of ritualistic action out there. Which is why I always say we don't have rain sit-ins, we have rain dances. When we wanted to rain, we all got up and danced, we played drums, we did all this stuff. The ritual is kind of telling God, we're serious, seriously. It's built in the matrix to keep idiots from auto-manifesting. That's my theory. So today, you want to take action on the low-hanging fruit. You want to take action on the high ritualistic symbolic. And you want to ask yourself, what are you waiting for? You might find that that really you're just waiting for your own thumbs up. And if that's the case, it's time to act, my friend. Be right back after this. Okay, so here in the Solomar Trading Post, some exciting news. For one, I'm happy to announce that tomorrow the Megascope Monthlies will be available for immediate download or rental at solomar.me. That's right, special Halloween one. I'm so excited. These will play out and give you all of your planning for your life till Halloween. They're also incredibly accurate with dates. I give out all sorts of dates: when you're Randy, when your career will work. I'll give out dates on when you should take a rest, when spiritually pull down. So they took a long time to make because I packed them full of amazing, juicy information and made them extremely rich and graphically beautiful. They'll be available tomorrow at solomar.me. And by the way, you can still purchase a reading from me. They're just not on sale right now. A half-hour reading is $65, and if you come down to solomar.me, you can book that half hour anytime in October right now. There are dates available, and people were asking, so I said, yeah, of course. And I love starting off in 30 minutes nowadays. It's nice to start lighter. That's just me and my age. And if you need any help, don't forget, email us at help@solomar.me. We do have volunteer staff now answering these and helping people, but sometimes it does take a little while, so please be patient with us. But before you go to solomar.me and get ready for your Megascope Monthly, let's take a look at the moons of each of your brothers and sisters, and where I am encouraging them to act, starting with step 0, the Scorpios. Scorpio, sunny and futuristic this weekend. That's exciting. Time to act now for your career and your role in society. Now, when it comes to your career, be there for your heart. In fact, your role in society might be the strength that pulls you into going for what your heart really wants. The Leos, sunny and cool at the moon in their sign right now. Time to act now for your personal ego. That's right, what your ego actually wants, just because you said so, because you're royal. And abundance. But the abundance, the need for money, that might be the excuse to go for what your heart really wants. Cancers, sunny and productive this weekend. Time to act now for making money. But what might actually help you get that money, because it's hard for Cancers to ask for themselves, is an attitude. So you're manifesting abundance and attitude as of today. Step 3, the Sagittarius is sunny and learning again for another day in a row, but it's now time to act, Sagittarius, on your beliefs, what you believe in, and for your career future. But your career is more logistic. Go for that as the strength, but go for what your beliefs really, really believe in. Step 4, the Aquarius is sunny and sentimental today and through the weekend. It's time to act now for your long-term partnership, so what your heart really wants. And transformation is the other part you're going for. Now, unlike the other signs, I actually think partnerships will be the strength. Transformation, Aquariuses don't like to hold on to. Gemini, step 5, sunny and chit-chatty through the weekend. Time to act on your emotional security. That's the strong thing. You've got to feel better. And if you've got to feel better, you might as well go ahead and accept some of those wacky ideas. Step 6, Librans, sunny and social. Time to act now for what your heart wants in society. Really go for that. And honestly, this is now time for some miracle faith. And I actually think you should aim for your heart's desire. So your heart wanting something in society will give you the faith. It doesn't always play out the same way for each of the signs. Step 7, sunny and hyper aware for the Pisces this weekend. They're really feeling their whole fish pond. They feel like they're on, in that fish bowl this weekend. But it's now time to act for the new lifestyle. So if you want that vacation job, go for it right now. The practicals are probably through a marriage or a divorce. Step 8, the Capricorns. Sunny and private. They're a little withdrawn and private this weekend, going through transformation. It's time to act now on trusting yourself, and that will lead you to life purpose. And I actually think in this case, the trusting yourself will lead to the strength of purpose, not necessarily the other way around. Step 9's so funny. I act, I am. Well, here's who you are. Here's what you act on. Guess what? Aries, act on your personal dreams. Go for it. Climb that mountain. Be that hero to yourself, and this will lead to a concrete new life. So I think you got to go for the heart. That leads to the life. If you're a Virgo, I'd say clean up your life. That'll lead to your heart. You see how it changes? Step 10, the Taurus is sunny nesting and resting this weekend. That is sure. I needed a lot more sleep in the last 24. Time to act now on your home security and your resting. Take up those actions for yourself and personal dreams at the same time. Now, for Tauruses, I got to say, at least knowing myself, personal dreams is a stronger motivator for me, and then I will bring up the home security in addition. So this is one where the Virgo, I think, helps, the Leo energy. Then finally, the Virgos, cloudy and withdrawn and spiritual today. But it's time to act now on your inner faith and your willpower both, okay? So your willpower is your ego. Ego wants this, and your inner faith wants that. Which is probably stronger, you think? Probably the willpower. So go ahead, lean into that willpower and act on both. Stuff your ego wants, stuff you want because you're a good virgin with God. So this changes directions down to Lightworker Parade. Let's see what we have on parade this weekend. Well, I have released another Venus Prime Health little segment here on our Avoiding Cancer series. This one, natural home cleaners. So people don't think about it, but the cleaners are causing problems in the country. I also released a new episode this week of Pluto in Transit, so you can learn about where Pluto is in your chart. Take your chart and take a look at that. That's available on the mothership. And we had a fabulous Modern Mommies this week on children's nutrition. Plus, there's an amazing blog on soulgarden.tv that will list it in long detail as far as what to eat, what not to eat, what to feed your children. By the way, everything you feed your children that they recommend is good for you too. Then also come on to soulgarden.tv in the nano blogs, today's tarot. We have the Lover's Card pull, that an explanation from my mom, Sandy, on what that means. I'm excited. I was like, really, Mom? That's coming up, eh? Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. We appreciate that. And if you become our friend at soulgarden.me, which is our Facebook profile, you'll get updates on what's going on. Solomar.me is where you get all those fabulous purchases. And, of course, we live at soulgarden.tv. The kindest thing you can do, as gratitude is concerned, is to tell your friends and family about us and spread the word. Post it on your Facebook. Tell people about Namaste today. Let them wake up that way. And so today this brings us to our Soul Nirvana. I always give a song prescription. This one is a fun blast from the past. Was in my head, and I realized it has to be a soul prescription. Incidentally, the last time this was out, when this was released, Saturn was in Scorpio. So here we are with Saturn in Scorpio. We're drawing some serious emotional boundaries. And what's it time to do? It's time to rock on to Electric Avenue, right? And then we'll take it higher. That's what this song is. You have a fabulous weekend. Take action. Rock on down to your Electric Avenue and take your life higher, my friend. I'll see you back on Monday or in the Megascopes on Sunday. Until then, live, love, be.